How are y'all feeling today? Yes, I am back again with you for another short but very powerful message. And that message today is to celebrate your small wins. Celebrate your small wins. You know, we always want to celebrate the big wins. And y'all hear nature? Nature sounds so lovely today. But we always want to celebrate the big wins, the wins that everyone can see. But I am here coming to you today to remind you to also celebrate those small wins that you're having. Those small wins that are taking place. Celebrate those as well. You know, the universe cannot tell the difference between your big win and your small win. And when you celebrate those small wins, the vibration continues. And you continuously win over and over and over again. You see, when you operate from a frequency of abundance, lack has no place. Lack cannot exist. So celebrate those small wins. And I'm going to leave you with a few examples that have come to mind. So let's go back for a moment. Do you recall when it was the year of your 16th birthday? Perhaps you had a sweet 16 that you were planning for, that you were so excited for. And you were ready for this day because you knew when you turned the age of 16, this would be the day that you could work. This would be the day that you could drive without a parent in the car. This would be the day of the beginning of another chapter for you. Walking, still in your teens, but in the footsteps of adulthood. This is the age where responsibility begins. Taking ownership of self. This is where it begins. So, you have had your sweet 16, and you are now of the age to work and drive alone. So, you have put in an application for Chick-fil-A. This is where you want to work. You love everything about the organization. Its culture, its friendly people, the customer service, its values, and the fact that the restaurant is off each and every Sunday. So, you go on an interview with Chick-fil-A, and your chest is sticking out because Man, you're feeling like you have had the best interview and conversation, because that's what an interview is. It's really a conversation. Good day. Thank you for joining me. An interview is a conversation. So you turned 16 and you have had your first interview with Chick-fil-A. And so you walk away feeling as though you nailed it. But a few days later, the manager from the restaurant calls you and says, I really loved you, but we have decided to go with another candidate. Now, in that moment, your heart sinks, because this is where you wanted to be. This was your first choice. But, there was something else in the back pocket. At the same time that you interviewed for Chick-fil-A, you also interviewed for McDonald's. You had a successful interview at McDonald's, and the restaurant manager introduced you to the workers and hired you right there on the spot. Now, my friends, this is time of celebration. This is, in my book, a big win. But in this example, this is a small win. And it's a small win because McDonald's was not your first choice. McDonald's was not your first choice. It's a small win because you have been gifted with an opportunity. You still have a job. You are still making the money that you wanted to make, if not more. Celebrate your small wins. Because again, the universe does not know the difference between the vibration that you put out of a small win or a big win. The universe does not know the difference. Celebrate all wins. The small, the big ones, the in-between, celebrate them all. Because I promise you, you will continue to win. Because you have maintained that frequency. And you have reached abundance. Now that is the message for the day. Go and be great and enjoy this beautiful and glorious day that you have been given. Until next time, bye-bye.